Good morning, students. In last class, we have studied about the closed pack structure. Closed pack structure means nothing. It is the three-dimensional arrangement of the constituent particles in a space, leaving minimum vacant spaces. So, different types of packing we have done. At last, we have done the 3D packing from 2D square pack layers. Now, today we will do 3D packing. 3D packing from 2D hexagonal pack layers. 2D hexagonal pack layers. This structure is very difficult to draw, so just I will explain. You know, when the particles are arranged like this, these are the particles. If the second layer is placed in the depression of first layer like this, this is another layer. We place the second layer particle in the depression of the first layer. Similarly, if you place third layer in the depression of the second layer, then you will get this type of arrangement, and this is called 2D hexagonal packing, because one particle is touching by 6 another particle, and this type of packing is called hexagonal close packing in 2 dimension. This is in 2 dimension. Now we'll make it 3D. When you draw the diagram, the particles should be equal in their sizes. Then your diagram will be accurate one. Now you have seen in this hexagonal packing, this is 2D. Now we'll make it 3D. Now here you have seen in the packing some gaps are present in between the particles. These gaps are called voids, and these voids are triangular in shape. I mean, the voids are like this, they are triangular in shape, and this triangular void, these are ordinary void, and to make it 3D, the whole layer we will consider as A layer. I mean, this layer is considered as A layer. Now we will place another layer above this layer. Now before placing the layers, these voids, the gap, we will mark them as these are small a void, these are A void, these are B void, these are again A void, these are again A void, and these are again B void. So these voids are all are triangular in space. Now some voids we marked as A and some void we marked as B. Now when you place the second layer above this layer, let us place the second layer particle above the void B. We will place the second layer particle above the void B. Suppose this is one of the second layer particle which is placed above the void B. This is another void B, we will place another particle like this. This is another void B, we will place one particle like this. This is another void B, we will place one particle like this. This is another void B, we will place like this, sorry. Particles should be attached with one another. This is another void B, we will place one particle like this. Now after placing second layer, since the position of second layer and first layer is different, that's why you have to name the second layer as B layer. Now, after placing the second layer, two types of voids are generated. Some voids are called tetrahedral void and some voids are called octahedral void. Now, look the void B. What about the void B? First time, the void B is like this from the first layer. It is triangular in shape. Initially, the void B is like this. But when you place the second layer particle above void B, one particle comes above the void like this. So 3 particles in the first layer, 1 particle in the second layer. This type of voids are called tetrahedral void. This void is important because in some solid the void also contain the particle. So these B void are said to be tetrahedral void. So how to define the tetrahedral void? Tetrahedral void means when a triangular void is covered by one particle from the second layer, then that type of void is called tetrahedral void. Not solid, tetrahedral void. And look the void A. What about the void A? Void A, initially when you place first layer, the void A is like this. I mean, it is a triangular void like this. When you place the second layer particle, the second layer particle comes like this. It comes like this. I mean, this is the combination of two triangular void. First layer produce one triangular void, second layer produce another triangular void above that. I mean, it is the combination of two triangular void, and this type of voids are called octahedral void. This type of voids are called octahedral void. So after placing second layer, you will get two types of voids. Some voids are called tetrahedral void. When a triangular void is covered by one particle, then it is called tetrahedral void. And combination of two triangular void is said to be octahedral void. These two voids are very important, and about these two voids you have to know. So now we have placed second layer, and since the position of second layer is different from the first layer, that's why first layer named as A, second layer named as B. Now look this void, this is also a void. The void is like this. First layer contain one particle, second layer contain three particles like this. Second layer contain three particles like this. First layer contain one, second layer contain three. This shape and this shape is similar, na? So this is also a tetrahedral void, but the difference between this B void and this void, I mean B void and this void, both are same. The difference is here the void is covered by the particle, here the void is open. So there are two types of tetrahedral void you will get. Some tetrahedral voids are covered and some tetrahedral voids are uncovered. See, first layer contain 1, second layer contain 3. Here first layer contain 3, second layer contain 1. Since second layer contain 1, the void is covered. Here first layer 1, second layer 3, that's why the void is uncovered. So after placing second layer, mainly you will get two types of void, tetrahedral void and octahedral void. But tetrahedral, two types of voids are generated. Some tetrahedral voids are covered by the particle and some tetrahedral voids are uncovered. Now when you place the third layer particle, this is first layer, second layer, one is named as A, one is named as B. When you place the third layer particle, we will place the third layer particle above the uncovered tetrahedral void. I mean, this is one uncovered tetrahedral void, so you have to place above this void. So when you place above this void, then the third layer particle will be similar with the first layer particle like this. This is your first layer particle and third layer particle, both are taking same position. And since the first layer position and third layer position same, that is why third layer again you have to name this A. Similarly, the fourth layer when you place, it will be similar with the second layer B. And that is why this type of arrangement is called AB type arrangement in 3D. AB type arrangement in 3D. And this packing is also called hexagonal close packing. Hexagonal close packing in 3D. And in this hexagonal close packing, the coordination number of the packing is found to be 12. And how it is 12? One particle is touching by 12 particles. How? Because in its own layer, one particle is touching by 6 particles. From the below layer, 3 particles will touch, and from the above layer, another 3 particles will touch. So total 12 particles will touching to a given particle. That's why the coordination number is 12. So this is one type of packing which is called hexagonal close packing in 3D. In last class also you have got one packing which is in 3D, which was called simple cubic packing, and this simple cubic packing you will get from the 2D square pack layers, and this is from hexagonal pack layers which is called hexagonal close packing in 3D. You have to remember the coordination number is 12.